Live. Hi, Anti Society. How are you? Today we are watching episodes 162 and 163. I am so excited. Like, so excited for for what these episodes are going to be about. Hi, Oscar. Because, like, we ended the last episode with Ulquiorra picking a fight with Ichigo, and like the whole fight between Ichigo and Ulquiorra is like the fight that at least I've been waiting for since like the beginning of this arc. So I am so excited for what these episodes are gonna have in them. Granted, I am also worried about like Sado and Rukia because we've just kind of like left them in a not great condition. So I'm worried about them too. But mostly I want to see Ichigo fight Ulquiorra because I want to know what like Ulquiorra's fighting style is, what his abilities are, how powerful is he? Like I don't know anything about his power set really because we've seen him like briefly use his power when he was fighting Urahara. So I am so excited to just like explore what his power set is, what his deal is. Hi. Hi. I think of you as 100 Blades. Is that okay? That's who you are in my brain because that's like who you are in this in the Discord and that's what you were here. So that's what I'm sorry if that's like not what you want me to call you, but hello Straga. I don't think you've ever been in one of the lives. I know you're on the Discord all the time, but I can't remember if I've seen you in it, at least not one of the most recent ones. Welcome. I think it's gonna be epic. I mean, I know, in my case anyway, I've been waiting for any kind of fight with Ulquiorra for a while. So I am very excited. Hi, Machiavelli. Yes, I think so too. Crazy episodes today. I am super excited. I've been like trying to do like busy work all morning to just like distract myself because I have to like buy time for when the this live was gonna happen. So I am super excited. Okay, 100 Blades is fine. Cool. Because that's what I think of you as. I know you changed your name for like, you know, being an adult things, but that's what I think of you as. Yeah, I was pretty sure Straga that you haven't been in one of the lives. At least not one of the live reactions. Maybe you were in one of the lives where I was just chatting, but yeah, what a couple of episodes. I'm so excited. And like I haven't looked at anything because you guys were like you shouldn't look at titles because it might spoil some stuff and I haven't looked at anything to like make thumbnails or anything yet. So I know absolutely nothing about like what exactly I'm about to walk into other than like I know we're going to get a fight of some kind, but I don't know what that's going to entail. I'm also a little bit worried about Ichigo because let's face it, I'm assuming Ulquiorra is like one of the top 5 Espada, if not more so. Like if he's not like the top 3 or something. So I'm assuming that he has like a lot of power, especially since he seems to be like relatively respected by like a lot of the other Arrancar. Like they tend to like maybe try to get on his nerves like maybe a little bit because they are really competitive, but they seem to like not actually want to antagonize him a lot because he's very like composed, but they also seem to be like a little bit intimidated by him. So I'm assuming he has a lot of power, which I mean Ichigo does too, but until he like is able to stay in his hollow form longer, I don't see him being able to take advantage of that. Yeah, Seto just like shows up and he's like just one punches everyone in the throat, and that's the end of the arc, end of the show. Oh, is there a new dirt face, Oscar? I look forward to it in the Discord later on. Hi, Devere. Hello. Welcome. I'm super, super excited. You guys don't even know. Well, you probably do because you've like lived through this before. But I'm just so excited for this episode. I feel like I'm definitely gonna need Totoro, but like I also feel like it's gonna be hype enough that I'm also just gonna like love the experience. Where's fact? I think it's like a weird time. Sorry, not they. It's not. It's a weird time for them. Um, to be here on lives, at least like during the week. I know that they were in the live stream yesterday, um, but it's like a weekend, so they're usually. I think they're behind a bit. I'm trying to think of like their time zone. Um, I think they're quite a few hours like behind. So I don't think they'll be in the live. They're always commenting on my videos later. I know that they watch them. Yeah, we have Arenji's fight too, which I also don't feel good about because he's not doing great. Like he already got his Bankai like just sort of turned into tiny pieces. So I don't really know how his fight's gonna go. I hope he does something really cool because like I've talked about before, I'm like I feel like Renji has this like just go in and fight and figure it out as you go like kind of attitude, like that's what he seems, but at the same time we've seen him strategize before, like and be observant and kind of use his knowledge of the opponent's fighting style to like choose his attacks in a more strategic way. So I don't, and obviously we saw that mostly with Byakuya because he knew his fighting style really, really well. So I don't know how well that'll translate to him fighting like a new adversary, obviously one that knows a lot about his fighting style, but I have like a little part of me that just wants him to do something really clever and like prove this like scientist guy wrong by just like doing something that's completely out of his normal style and his normal like way of fighting to just like completely throw him off. I believe in Arenji's inventiveness. I think he'll do something interesting. I don't know if he'll win, but I think he'll do something interesting. The next OP visuals has spoilers. I mean, I'm not that worried about the OPs. I know people have said like if I want to avoid spoilers, I might want to skip some of them, but I don't I like I don't think it's that big of a deal. And from the way that people have talked about it, it's not that big of a deal because like I never know what in the opener is actually a spoiler until I've seen it. Like there's stuff in the openers that just like don't happen in the show. They just look cool and they're like a way of showing off a character's style without like but like it without like actually giving away what happens and stuff or like making a character look cool or whatever. So I'm not that worried about it, especially since I won't have any context for the spoiler. Like even if something is spoiled, I'm still not gonna know like what the story is around it. So thank you for warning me, but um I think I'm just gonna watch them and I think it'll be all right. Yes, I agree, 100 Blades. Pink Espada. Definitely has some attitude, which like I kind of enjoy, but I want him to stop beating up an NG. I'm like conflicted. We met a bunch of the others spotted too, so it'll be fun to kind of explore their personalities now that like some of the like lower ranked Espada like we've met and have like had their own fights and stuff. So we're starting to meet like the top five. I don't know what order they're in or anything, but like we're starting to meet like kind of the more powerful ones that are starting to get involved now that Eren Eru was like defeated. So more people like are starting to get interested in Ichigo and his friends because they've proven that they're powerful enough to be like a legitimate adversary. Hi 300. Ooh, I love chicken Alfredo. Except I don't eat meat anymore, but like Alfredo in general. I love pasta, so. Teeth Espada. So let's watch it though, because it looks like a bunch of people are here. I'm so excited. I just want to watch it, guys. I have to. It's it's been weighing on my mind since Friday. Hopefully my internet is okay. Cuz I see it buffering a little bit. So, hand for any weirdness that happens. It is what it is. We make do. So, it's like being weird. I hope that the preview is like not correct because it's like jumping around a lot in like my little preview that I have. I hope it's not like super buffering because I don't want that to be like annoying while we're watching stuff. But let's watch episode 162. I'm so excited. Okay, everybody ready? I'm like nervous because it's like buffering the moment I'm like, let's watch the episode. Okay, we just gotta do it, you know? We just gotta jump in three, two, one, go. So, does that mean that the next opener is coming soon and I'm gonna have to say goodbye to Asian Kung Fu Generation? Because that makes me a little bit sad. Oh my gosh. Okay. I wonder what Ishida's gonna do. Because at the moment, Ishida's like the only one who isn't like going through something. He's just like traveling. So I wonder if, like, is he gonna go and help Rukia? Is he gonna go and help Sado? Is he gonna have a run in with his own Espada that he's gotta deal with? I don't know. It'll be interesting to kind of see where he ends up. If I like donuts, I might enjoy the upcoming episodes. 100 Blades, what does that mean? I I do like donuts, but I don't know what that has to do with Bleach. Yes. Oh, don't show me this part again with Sado. I just it already stresses me out. Yeah, we were wondering what Grimjo was doing. What he's been up to. Ugh. Use your head. I know he's like, Adenji's like super emotional too because he found out that Rukia is like hurt. So, yeah. And now they're gonna fight. I agree with your hatchet. The music, really good. Let's go. Cool fight. Whoa. Ooh, he went full, full strength. Like Bankai and Hollow. We are not pulling punches, are we? Ooh, nice shot of his like Zanpakuto to like show that he's not gonna draw it. Like he doesn't need to. That's super intimidating too. Ooh, sort of. They're sort of similar. One-handed too. Like it's still moving him around, but he doesn't seem to be putting much effort into this, which doesn't look good for Ichigo's chances. Ooh, two hands now. Progress. Is time up? Yep. I don't think it'll be enough though. I think it's enough to shake him a little bit, but not enough to defeat him. He looks so tired too. Oh no. Aww. Ew. It was a good effort, but he looks a little banged up though. Points for that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we not trying to dodge? Oh, dang. No way. Yo. That's crazy. I'm like half like that's awesome from like a it's a cool power set thing and incredibly worried for Ichigo. Yeah, Machiavelli, there's like a huge difference between Ulquiorra and Grimjo. Like, ooh, still fighting. I don't think so. Are we gonna see his number? 4! I was close in my estimation. I think at first I said 3, and then I was like, I don't know if he's that high anymore. So there's still some higher ranking ones, if not necessarily strength wise, because it's a little bit complicated. My brain doesn't know how to process this. Um, that makes me nervous. What is that? Because that's usually what happens when there's like hollow Ichigo. Is it just because he's losing his Bankai? Did she sense it? I'm assuming she's been keeping tabs of where everyone is. I don't like the creepy giggling. I don't like the singing. What is happening? Are we just moving on like I'm supposed to be okay now? Because I'm not. Oh yeah. Renji powered up a little bit. My heart is like pounding a lot. I'm very stressed right now. My brain is like frantically trying to figure out how like how Ichigo is going to end up not being dead. Like I'm trying to think of ways to fix it. Does it have something to do with Nell? Because she's the only one with him, and she has at least some healing power. Ooh, that's cool. I don't know if it'll work, but yeah. It looked cool though. Points for style. I think you need a new strategy because something like that's gonna happen. Those things are kind of creepy. That feels like foreshadowing to be like, there's nothing. Don't let him get in your head. That's terrifying. I don't like that he keeps like covering half of his face because that's usually like someone who is like two-faced, right? Like there's more to who they are because you can only see half of their face, right? Also, now he's got to fight a bunch of hollows instead of just like the single espada, and that seems unfair. This terrifies me too. Yeah, what's Ishida doing? What's he up to? Don't let them get in your head. Ugh, why? Fight back. Hime, fight back. Ooh, there you go, Renji. Fight back, never give up. Uh-oh. Ooh, Ishida? He found Enji first? Look at that confident smile, though. I would like someone to help Ichigo, though, and Sado, and Arukia. I need to stop going through the, like, stress of characters possibly being dead. Cause it's just compounding on top of itself now, and it's too much for me. Yeah, I agree, Master Void. Like, I want Orihime to fight back, but at the same time, like, is that going to be something that, puts her in danger later because it would go against something that Aizen would want, but also, like, she's probably dealing with some of the trauma of just, like, sensing her friends get really hurt. So, like, I kind of get her not being in the right mind set to, like, kind of deal with what is directly happening to her. But I hope that she fights back eventually. I don't want her to just take it. Grimjo. Is he gonna show up too? Oh no. Are you back to taking pictures of certain swipers? I mean, they got the picture though. You guys, I'm stressed. Hey, Kiko. I'm so stressed right now because what even was that? Like the okay, so wrap my brain around this. There was like the whole scene of just Ichigo, like Ichigo going straight to like Bankai in hollow form and doing some cool moves looked awesome. I'm pretty sure that's like more power than I've seen him use before. Like the fact that he just decided to go all out and he was like, screw any of like the consequences or how tired I am and all that because he's like, I have to get through this fight. So it looked really cool for his fight, and then the way that like Ulquiorra just like shot him out of the building and we were in like the out in the desert. Well, I guess it wasn't out in the deserts. We're still in Las Noches because there's still the blue sky. But like just like destroyed Ichigo and it was incredibly impressive and it looked awesome, but also I need Ichigo to like I don't know. I need him to have some like crazy ability I don't know about, maybe related to the hollowness. I need like maybe Nell to have more healing ability than she has previously, pointed out that she has. I don't know. I need like a random add like friend to show up who has some healing ability. I don't know what it is, but I need something to fix Ichigo immediately. I'm just saying. Yeah. And we found out that Ulquiorra's only number four, which like we've talked about this a little bit of like how the ranking of the Espada isn't like at least in the top five isn't like really cut and dry. So whether the top three are like stronger than him is a little bit up for debate. I mean, I don't know who those are yet, so I don't have an opinion specifically on that. But definitely just like obliterated Ichigo during that fight. Like, was not even a proper fight. It was it's ridiculous how much of a power jump there is from like what we've seen of Grimjo to Ulquiorra. Like, and it looks like Grimjo's coming back. We still haven't seen Grimjo like do its like transformation. Like we haven't seen him fight full out either. But like Ulquiorra like didn't even try. He was like huh, I wasn't able to block that with one hand. Okay. Like interesting. And just like yeah, it was wild. I agree. I think that definitely um Machiavelli that the top four Espada are gonna be something else. Because if that is what one of them is like, I don't know if I want to know what the like all four of them would look like. It was cool though. I'm also incredibly stressed. There's probably a good few minutes there where like I was frozen in place because I was just like my brain was trying to process what was happening. I need a minute. Are we comparing uh a spot of powers to like Frieza? I was trying not to make a Piccolo reference when Adenji took off his like cloak thing. I was like, should I make the Piccolo reference? It didn't have the same cool effect, I guess, as with the Piccolo fight. But we're going through it today. I'm trying to like rationalize it in my head. I'm like, obviously, Ichigo is not permanently dead because Bleach is about him. So I'm like, he can't permanently be dead because that's like not he's in later stuff. Like he's in later episodes. So I'm assuming we're gonna fix the whole issue of him being quite possibly dead. I'm just not sure how they'll fix that. I believe it. I believe that Machiavelli, that my face just went from like, that's cool to oh no, what is going on? I might have to watch back like that part to just like I mean, obviously that's like where my thumbnail's gonna be, right? Wait, guys, we have to watch the next episode. I like sitting here and chatting and like debriefing on the episode, but I gotta know what's gonna happen. I like that Ishida is like, he showed up, he's got that like confident smile on his face. I don't know if I want him to be helping Renji when there's like some, injured people around, but if that's where he ended up, then I'm glad that someone has some backup. Yeah, where is Nell? That is my question too. I'm assuming she's somewhere near Ichigo, but Oscar, make a dirt face for my thumbnail. I mean, sometimes I pick the funniest faces that I make and I just put them. I'm like, that is a ridiculous facial expression. And I just put it in my thumbnail anyway because why not? I don't mind. Okay, episode 163. I think I'm ready. I'm probably not ready. I feel like something really important is going to be happening. If not in this episode, then like soon. Like, I feel like some important, I don't know, revelation, reveal of someone's power, I'm not sure is going to happen. And it's just going to like be important for like the rest of the show. Like in like the fight between like Ichigo and Byakuya where we saw like Hollow Ichigo for the first time. And like I feel like Ichigo, we're dealing with literally I mean, is this still a near death experience? It's I don't know what you would call it if it's like temporary death experience that it's gonna like unlock something about Ichigo. But let's just watch it. In three, two, one, go. Yeah, Oscar, we didn't get a reaction from Ulquiorra about Nell. It doesn't super surprise me though, because he doesn't have a lot of reaction to stuff. He's pretty straight-faced, so he might just not have thought it was important to like notice that Nell was there. I will be interested to see what kind of reactions we do get from the other, like Espada and Arrancar and stuff. Because there's definitely something about Nell. I just don't know what it is. Okay. Finding my inner peace. My heart rate is like really worrisome for someone who's like stationary. Okay. Let's just let's see where this goes. I don't like the like whispering in the background that's happening right now. Like chanting. That freaks me out. Boy, was he blocked. Ooh, the way that the music cut out there though. Way to build suspense. They're gonna make me watch it again, aren't they? I do like that Ichigo is able to shock him a little bit. Like between his hollow form and like right there where he like got him in the shoulder. I think getting any reaction out of Ulquiorra is like an impressive feat. Isn't like four a an unlucky number in Japanese too? Because it's she, and that means like death as well. Or I don't know, there's something about like four being associated with death, which is interesting that Urkiora is like also the number four. Yeah, I do not like these two. Okay, 100 is like, yeah, four is like a death number, right? Like you don't want number four in uh in like Japanese culture because it's associated with death. So interesting that he's Ulquiorra is number 4 and he's like the bringer of death in this case. That's right. Hizoka is 44. So similar thing. Who's showing up? 300 looks like my limited knowledge of Japanese is coming in handy. Fight back. You slapped Ulquiorra, okay? Fight back. This girl seems very concerned about Aizen having a potential favorite in any way that is not her. Fight back, Orihime. You can't always wait for someone to save you. Sometimes you gotta help yourself. Oh, that's not who I was expected to show up. Yeah, they're real brave when Ulquiorra's not around. You just blast the wall for fun. Oof. That seems like a fight you're not gonna win. Yes, AB Ichigo has been uh stabbed in the chest. Grimjo's back. And I think he might have just killed an Arrancar. I think I'll be more mad at you. Ugh. Twisted kind of honor, but okay. Pisse. The breaking of the fourth wall there. Ooh, two glasses wearers against each other. Battle of the glasses. He is. They have very like similar vibes that them fighting each other might be really interesting. Well, I don't like that crazy look. Scientists are always interested in Ishida, aren't they? Because he's a Quincy. Return of Jedi Ishida. Ooh, took him a little bit by surprise that time. Break through his confidence. Ooh, nice effect with the reflection in his glasses, though. Uh-oh. Did the power get taken out of it? Like the... It doesn't even look like it scratched, like it wrecked his clothes. I'm assuming not. You can figure it out. I believe in you. They lived. And learned a lesson, I would assume. Orihime? Did she decide to heal them? Orihime's definitely a better person than me. I would not have healed them. I'm gonna be upfront. I'm a fairly empathetic person, but I can also hold a grudge. That's one way I look at her. I don't know if monster's what I would have called Orihime. She just helps people. It's part of who she is, even if they don't deserve it. So is the lightsaber arrow like not useful anymore? Is the power like been taken out of it, or is he just like not able to get it? Ooh, that one worked. Uh-oh. What are we doing? What did you notice, boy? Uh-oh. He knows that Pesce's there. I assume he already knows to some capacity because he was watching the fight before that Ishida had. So he would have known that Pesce was there. Teamwork. I was gonna say, what's Hadeji doing? It's right. You got brains and bronze. Let's figure this out. And I would like some answers. Just some, you know? How do I feel about the rescue Orihime team getting washed? Extremely stressed, Amy. Just we've really only got like Ishida and Arenji that are like holding in there, and it's stressing me out too much. It's too much of like characters I care about getting hurt so much that their life is like in danger, all happening at once for me. Yeah, I want to see what Ishida comes up with too, because he's definitely better at strategizing than like anyone on the out of the characters that we have. So if anyone can figure out a weakness, it's him. Ooh. Sure, that they're thinking of the monster that they see Yoruichi as. Oh. Yeah, like even Rukia is like going through it. I mean, I think out of all of the I am like probably like the least stressed out about Rukia. I think she'll be okay. Like I think that it's just because she was like obviously injured in the fight and she put a lot into it and stuff. When there isn't like another Espada around her, like Arrancar or anything, she did take one of them with her. So she's like the only one doing super well right now in terms of like even proving that she's strong enough against one of them. But everybody is going through something. Yeah. I don't I feel like healing them is such an Orihime thing to do. I don't know if it's a good idea though. I mean, maybe it'll like mean that they're like in debt to her somehow and that's going to come back as like a useful thing later. But I feel like ultimately she probably shouldn't have saved them. I don't know if like healing your enemies is the way to go, but she's more kind-hearted than I am, I guess. Yeah, all the boys are down for the count and didn't even get anywhere for it, like didn't even get any progress for their pains. I guess Soto like did defeat the like orange afro guy, but yeah, I agree, Mast Void. Like the fact that they're just getting obliterated, like after briefly spending time in Las Noches, just really shows that like them just run plan because it's not a plan. It was just them running in and hoping for the best. And it's like coming back to get them because they're not powerful enough, like they're not trained well enough to like deal like they didn't have a good clear idea of the enemies they were going to come up against. Well, okay, AB, yes, she did take a Triton to the stomach. I agree that that's not like the best condition for her to be in. I mean, I feel like she'll be okay. And I know that like Ichigo will be okay in some capacity because he's the protagonist. But I didn't expect Grimjo to be a part of that. Like considering that we saw a clip of him like showing up to where Ichigo is. So I don't like is he bringing Orihime to heal Ichigo? Is that what's going on? I'm assuming because he wants to fight Ichigo. I agree, 100 Blades. I They can't defeat Aizen at this point. It's just like not something that they can do, which is something I talked about before where I was just like maybe maybe they figure out how to take on the Espada. But Aizen like I just don't see it considering like the small amount of his power that we've seen up to this point. I don't see it. I don't see it being possible that they actually defeat Aizen or like even come close. Machiavelli, I know people have said like Soul Society is like their favorite arc or like the arc that it's like the best point or whatever and after that um after Soul Society Bleach kind of falls off. Um I don't think Bleach falls off in terms of like entertainment or anything like that or like having cool stuff happen because obviously I'm enjoying what's happening now. I think I still like Soul Society arc more though at this point. I think it's still my favorite arc. But I also like I'm like what? Barely halfway through the show. So I don't know how much my opinion matters. At this point I've seen like what, 3 arcs? Oh, 2.5, because the Arrancar arc is like really long. Yeah, I saw AB that like she actually had to like repair the one Arrancar's body. They kind of showed it. It was like a silhouette of like her body being put back together, which is super impressive, but I don't think I would have done it. I am very stressed. And I feel like it's only gonna be worse. It was the brief fight that we did get between Ichigo and Ulquiorra though was pretty awesome. I will admit that. Stressed me out and ultimately made me upset, but it's pretty cool as well. So I'll be interested to see what kind of rematch we get with Ulquiorra. Because again, he didn't even like use his Zanpakuto. Like he didn't even really fight. It's like what we've seen with Grimjo, where I'm like, we've sort of seen Grimjo fight, but not really. Like we haven't seen him seriously fight someone yet. And that's what I want. I'm interested to see like Grimjo is like popping up again and that he's like getting involved in what's going on. I think he's definitely gonna pick a fight with Ichigo though. Like, I feel 5? I think he might be number 5. Episode 164 to 167 is a must together. I mean, I'm not gonna do them together. I'm gonna do them in two separate videos, but I feel that's the 167 is like the end of the arc though, right? So that explains that this week we're gonna kind of finish up this part of the arc, and then there's a filler arc, I think, and then we'll come back. Yeah, I agree, AB. Like, that's kind of what I said, where I was like, I've seen like 2.5 arcs because I know that the Arrancar arc is like really long. So at this point, I still like Soul Society more than what I've seen of the Arrancar arc, but I haven't seen all of it. Like, I haven't seen the, I'm assuming like the coolest parts of it yet because it's been a lot of like setup and like establishing like what are Arrancar, what are Espada, what's going on in Las Noches, people training and stuff. So it's it's been a lot of kind of building up to this point. Like at this point too, we're still like establishing that how strong the Espada are and like getting introduced to those characters. So I'm assuming like the last two like arcs within the bigger arc are like where the more intense and interesting stuff happens because it's going to be a little bit more, I think, like a bit like moving the plot forward and like actually dealing with all the stuff that has been set up to this point. Well, those were quite some few I feel like this week is going to be intense for Bleach because uh it's going to be episodes 164, 165 and then episodes 166 and 167 for this week. So it's going to be a lot for me. I feel like there's going to be a lot of me just making shocked and stressed faces while I try to process what's happening. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching me be stressed for like all of this. And coming joining me. I hope internet was okay. I wasn't quite it didn't cut out, so that's good. I'm not sure if it was like buffering or doing some weird stuff, but I hope you enjoyed that and watching along with me. And I'll see you guys Wednesday for the next couple of episodes of Bleach. And Tower of God video is going to be up tomorrow. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Not soon enough because I want to know what happens, but I gotta go work and like do being an adult things. So I'll see you guys later. I'm not catching up on comments, but I'll see you guys soon. So bye bye. Have a good rest of your day. And yeah, see you soon. Bye bye.